So let's take a look at how quizzes work a little bit differently than homework on the system. Let's go ahead and take quiz 1. So we click on its link and enter the password. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the password. Hopefully I get it correct. Notice that it's telling me what my time limit will be and when it's due. I click Start Assessment, and I'm going to get a message that's saying that the assessment has a time limit and that once I start the assessment, the timer will not pause for any reason. So we want to make sure we're ready to start. So we'll click the Start Assessment button. And notice right away something is different up at the top. You'll see here a Work Saved space in red that's going to constantly update when you check your answers and tell you that your work has been saved, and a Submit and End button over here, which you're going to click after you've checked all your answers and completed all of the questions on the quiz. So let's say we want to go ahead and read the directions, as we always should, and look at the first question. The first question is likely going to be where you're going to upload all of your files at the end. So that's going to actually be the first question as a reminder that you do have to upload all of your work at the end of the quiz. And then we'll go to the very first question. So let's take a look at this question here, and I'm going to pause the video for a minute while I do the calculations to do this particular problem. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I've done the calculations for this particular problem, I'm going to go ahead and enter in an incorrect answer. So let's just say I put in a wrong answer here. I'm going to check that answer, and that's a little different than the homework where you submit the question, but now you're checking the answer, assuming you have more than one attempt. And you can see that that's telling you that you got 0 out of 10 points. And up here, I can see that I have one try on that question remaining. So let's go ahead and put in the correct answer, which is 2260. And let's check that. So now there's my feedback that's telling me that I got it correct. And I can then move on to the next question in the quiz. Now, notice a couple of things. If you check an answer down here at the bottom of the question, the work saved text should update to tell you that that has actually been saved. So that's a good sign. If you were to try to submit an end at this point before you answered all of the questions, you're going to get a dialog box that says, there appears to be unattempted questions. After submitting, you will not be able to change your answers. So you do not want to submit and end the quiz unless you are really done with all of the questions, including uploading your work. So if you haven't done that and it asks you, are you ready to submit? Click cancel so you can continue working. The other thing that you'll notice is if you try to leave the quiz by, let's say, clicking on the main course link, for example, you're going to get another dialog box that says, you have not submitted your assignment for grading. Don't forget to come back and do that. So that's telling you that you still need to go back up at the top and submit and end the quiz. So if you have not yet done that, then you'll be prompted to do that by the system. I'm going to click cancel here. And then assuming that we finished the entire quiz, and of course I'm going to get a poor score when I do this, I'm going to go ahead and click submit and end now, assuming that I've tried all the questions and I'm done. So I'll click submit and end, and then I'll click OK at the dialog box telling me it looks like you haven't tried them all. And then the quiz is going to be over. It's going to give me a summary of all of my points, and I will not be able to go back to that. So two things to keep in mind. One, make sure that you click submit and end after you're done with the quiz. And two, don't click submit and end until you're actually done with the quiz.